Please, please, please. Holy hell. Oh, this is bad. It's not working. Alright, so I'm currently watching the Dortmund game at the moment. Obviously. Of course I would be. Why is that just refreshed? For no reason. I didn't even click anything. What do you mean? Anyway. Yeah, I'm at the point where this is just like shit, man. You can see this lineups on the bottom, on the right hand side. Big fucking West starts. Fucking come on. He's gonna drop a masterclass. Right, let's refresh the page. Alright. Hopefully now it should be healthy. The stream is going to be a bit blurry. This one is as well. Dortmund, we have 2 minutes left to hold on. Currently winning 2-1 on the night, 3-2 on Ag. Little in the box, but managed to get away, but not too far away though. Leo in behind, plays the ball in, cleared away. There's a player on the floor. Head injuries holding his face. But yeah, you can see my prediction there 2-0. It's good that Harding's starting. I'm so happy he's starting at right back, and I feel like we're going to see a big performance from him. But unfortunately, Honeyman's starting on the wing. So, you know, we only beat Watford because. What's it called? We only beat Watford because of a Marku. It was a Marku that was the catalyst for all of our attacks, but yet he doesn't start, and yet we start Aziz instead. In the Kundal Bangura Williams debate, I'm not entirely sure. I'm glad Ivanovic starts as over Coburn though. Um, but I think the fact that Kundal is a player, there is a player in there. I'm personally of the opinion that he should be starting ahead of Saville and be put deeper into midfield with Bangura Williams ahead of him. So Kundal could be the link between the 6 and the 10 as an 8. You know, just link. He's the link between the defensive midfielder and the attacking midfielder. Um, but I don't know. So I don't play. I've never watched him play other than when he was at Mill shirt. But all I see is Wolves fans say that Garassi could have just finished it there. 4 minutes added on. Um, but yeah, all I've seen is Wolves fans say that they can't believe they got rid of him. Like he's on the fringes of their team. Like eventually he'll be playing. Like he's good. Unfortunately, he's yet to replicate how much Wolves fans hyped him up at Millwall, but I do think that Bangura Williams is really good and needs to start. And again, I'm not Millwall manager. I'm not Alex Neil. I don't see what goes on the training grounds. I don't see, I don't see everything that happens. Bring that across a bit. There we go. Um, so maybe he doesn't want to play as a 6 or an 8. Maybe he wants to play as a 10. Maybe he looks good in training as a 10. I don't know. I don't know. But today, we're away against Leeds, as you can see there. Their last two results are winless at home and a loss away. For sure, West Brom, West Brom are there or thereabouts come the end of the season. But Portsmouth, that's a poor loss. That's poor. So they're gonna want to bounce back. But having said that, we have beaten them twice this season. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's the kids." A lot of people say, "Oh, we beat their kids," but yeah, the team that they fielded and started, people say is good enough to win them the league anyway. Like, if you're gonna try and downplay us or discredit us, be consistent. You can't say you're playing their B team and then go and say their B team's good enough to win the fucking league anyway. But earlier on in the season, at our place, we beat them 1-0 when they played this full strength squad. Okay, they didn't have Ayo Tanaka or Manuel Solomon, but they had. I'm pretty sure they still had Rutte when they played us. Not entirely sure. But Roden, Strauch, Firpo all played. Melier played. Rothwell played. Piru played. Dan James played. Pretty sure Nonto and Ramazani also played. So, do you know what I mean? We've beaten them twice this season. So, although I'm expecting a loss, it's at Ellen Road, and if they'd have won their last two games, I'd have given us a chance. But I think mentally, they're going to be up for this a lot more because they haven't won in two. With the fact that they're equal on points with Sheffield United, they're going to be worried. 40 seconds left. Do not concede. That was close. I'm not wearing my Millwall top. I can't find it. Just smash it away. Don't know what you're doing. Why are you trying to run with it? Just boat it up the pitch. Ball in the box, headed away. Lil will bring it forward again. Lil player takes on a Dortmund player. Can't play it wide. And that's full time. Come on. And now, let's put the Leeds United game on. Kickoff's in 8 minutes. Why is this not working? Okay, this ain't working. Why is this not fucking working? Oh, knocked over the mic. So West Brom took points off Burnley, and Sheffield United drew with Bristol City. So, just to recap, they failed to win their last two games. Teams around them have dropped points. So a chance to go, I think, 2 points clear or 3 points clear. Yeah, so a chance to go 2 points clear. So if we can win, Leeds go second and a point above Burnley. There's a chance that Leeds still bottle this. And I've been calling it this whole time. I've been calling it that Leeds will bottle the title like they did last season. Like last season, they had a better team and bottled it. They made up a 17-point gap on Leicester, and then were top, and then bottled and finished third, losing the playoff finals as fourth place Southampton. And I've said that they'd do the exact same thing again. This lead at the top of the table, because of how good Sheffield United and Burnley are, Leeds will bottle, and we're about to see the start of it. So I'm thinking we've got a chance, you know. But let's be realistic. They'll probably win this game, but I have a feeling that we could get something out of this game. We are currently what we what are we currently? What are we 8 points off? If it loads, there we go. Yeah, we're 8 points off with only Blackburn and Watford, the teams above us that play. Blackburn play Stoke, but Watford play Swansea. But thankfully for us, we are 13 points off playoffs. So a win tonight puts us up to 10th, 5 points off playoffs. Whisper it quietly. If we get a result today, we're outside shouts for playoffs. Commentators talking about Millwall being a possible bogey team. Look, the thing is, the only reason I think that the only reason I say that they're gonna bottle, you know, Leeds won't win. It's because of Daniel Farker. I don't really rate him much as a manager. A terrible spell with Mönchengladbach, took Norwich to the Prem and then got them relegated again, and then had his bad spell at Mönchengladbach, then coming to Leeds. Players are coming out now. Come on, boys. Oh, we're in our silver kit, I think. Are we in our silver kit? No, we're in a green kit. No, that's green kit. I think it's green kit. I'm not entirely sure. I can't see properly. It is a bit blurry. It's like 480p. If I'm feeling we get something from this game, I'm going 1-1. But I think that I have a feeling we'll get something from the game. But I'm going to go with 2-0. I do think that we will lose. Again, this game will go one of two ways. Leeds will still be drunk. I say drunk, but you know what I mean. You'll still be like shell shocked from Sunday's game against Portsmouth. And they'll not be on their they'll not be on their game. They'll play poor and they'll give us a chance and we'll get something from the game. Or Leeds are going to come out, want to put things right, and absolutely tonk us. I reckon it will look like 20 shots to 4 come the end of the game. As he starts on the left again, Not entirely happy with Honeyman starting, as I said. But again, a ball hasn't been kicked. I have no idea how we're going to play. Either we're going to be. I want a FA Cup Millwall performance. I don't want a Bristol City, a Plymouth, a Cardiff performance. Cardiff at home. Cardiff away, I meant, but even Cardiff at home was poor. We were 2-0 up and then just couldn't defend for the last 5 minutes and they scored 2 goals. I do think that in terms of in the Championship, we are a unique team. Um, I do think that there's not another team really like us in terms of playing style and personnel. Dean Whitestone is the referee, just making sure that the keepers are okay, and Leeds kick us off. Well done, Joe Bryan. Tried to fire a ball up the line. And I think it was Dan James tried to use his body to get past him. Joe Bryan just let him fall over. Took the ball just over Honeyman's head. Go on, Hardin. Go on, Hardin. Running down the right hand side. Keep going. Firpo does catch him up and he goes back to Denor, Honeyman, Hardin, Denor, Hardin. Swings across in. It's not the best. And it's a poor clearance. Honeyman in the box on the right hand side. Goes back to Hardin. Swings it in first time and it is blocked. Behind for a corner. Corner inside the first minute. Let's go, boys. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate the fuck mob do this, man. Yeah, if I bring this down like that, then you can see when subs are made. Eventually. Honeyman with the corner. Both hands in the air. Swings it in. Headed away. I think Condor plays it back. Launched forward and right. It's headed away, but Honeyman has it. Looks for a ball over the top into the box, but Ivanovic wasn't on the last man. Saville goes wide to Aziz. Aziz swings a right-footed ball in. Header comes in, and it's just on Jake Cooper with the header, and he's underneath it. It was a pretty high ball. He's 6'6". Big jump. He must have been 7 feet in the air, but he couldn't get over the top of the ball. He's just underneath it. Again, look, we're 2 minutes in. I didn't start the timer, you fucking knobhead. Can I? O2. And Leeds have scored. Leeds have scored. Leeds have scored. Ball at the back. kept in. That's poor goalkeeping. I can't believe it. Ball in behind, tackled it. Solomon's got it on the byline, cuts it back, but he's 4 yards off his line. He's 4 yards off his fucking line. And the ball's gone behind him, so he's here. So he's had to parry it behind, and he's parried it into his net. That is fucking joke. Apparently it come off Cooper, that's what they're saying. Aziz's header, headed by stroke back to Meslier. That is fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I cannot believe that. That is terrible defending. Terrible goalkeeping. It's a joke. That is a fucking joke. That is youth football defending. Footmob still says Manor Solomon scored. Completely missed it because I was trying to fuck about with a timer. Lobble forward out for a Leeds goal kick. And now we have it's not even a mountain to climb. It's fucking... It's not just a mountain, it's fucking Everest with no climbing gear. It's like trying to climb Mount Everest in a tank top and shorts, flip-flops with no climbing gear. Because we conceded inside 3 minutes. It's just not good enough. Just isn't. Honeyman on the right hand side swings a cross in over the top of the goal. Couldn't wrap his foot around it. Slices it over the top of the goal. And it's a Leeds goal kick again. There you go, they've credited it to Cooper. So it's a Cooper own goal. Tough ain't the fucking word, mate. I think that means that you can hear the commentary, but fuck it, no, I'm not going to risk it, just in case. Don't really agree. Commentators just said about how we're not... That's a foul, surely. Thank you, ref. Commentators just... We got a foul like 3 or 4 yards just inside their half. We've taken it quickly. As he's down the left-hand side. up against Bogle. Aziz goes back to Brian, plays a 1-2, and Leeds player Bogle steps in, and Aziz trips him. But the commentator was saying just a minute ago about how we're not underdogs, and I don't really agree with that. We're seeing this again. He does come off his shin. I think that's a Jensen own goal for me personally. Yeah, for me, yeah. Jake Cooper's cross isn't going in. Lucas Jensen touches it in, and Joe Bryan's giving away a free kick on 4 yards away from our penalty area, right on the side, on the right hand side. Yeah, he just completely mistimes his tackle and just wipes out Dan James. But yeah, the commentator was saying about how we're not massive underdogs. You know, we've been in the championship for 8 years. We're 8 points off the playoffs, and it's a realistic shout. I don't think it is. I think we are just a mid-table club. We are the Preston, and up until this season, Bristol City of the championship now. I don't think we'll. I think it will take a terrible season and poor recruitment, and I think I'd have to see a lot more current Prem sides, not just the bottom three, but the Wolves and Everton and more of those come down for us to really be in danger of any relegation. You know, I think we're just comfortably stagnating in the Championship, and to be honest, I don't mind it. We are historically a Championship club, second division for many, 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 many years, for like 30, 40 years. Made it into the Prem at one point, or the first division it was called then. Although when we come down from there, it took 20 years for us to be relegated. And in the 2 seasons we spent in League One, we made playoffs both times, going up at the second attempt, and then spending 8, 9 years in the Championship for, again, the season, our first season in League One, making playoffs. We didn't get promoted, but the season after we went up. So we're at a point where we're just a stagnating Championship club, which I'm fine with. I've been to 3 out of the 4 playoff finals. I couldn't make the Barnsley one in 2016, but the one in 2017 was on my birthday, and that was the year we played Bradford on my birthday. The Barnsley one. That was the season we played. I think it was second leg, and I went to that one at least. But I've seen this play in League One. I've seen it, like at times, you know, I do think that the atmosphere around the club while we was in League One was a little bit better. I do think that definitely, definitely, definitely had less. We did have less supporters in the ground, but we had a lot more actual Millwall fans in there. Whoever went there were Millwall fans. You don't get the tourists that you get nowadays, and you know. But the fact that we're a stagnating Championship club, I'm content with. I'd rather be a Championship side that may have a playoff battle every now and again, maybe 1 or 2 years, than be a constantly relegation battling club, or a yo-yo club between the second and third tier, like Rotherham, Huddersfield, um, Doncaster were a few years ago. Um, Teams like Bolton used to be, although they've now stagnated in League One a bit. Although I do think that they'll at least have playoffs this year, if not get automatics. I think League One this year, other than Birmingham, who's just pissing the league because they spent 40 million, I think League One looks really fucking good. Like the top six battle, I think any of 10 clubs can be in there. Unfortunately, okay, that was a bit scary. Rothwell played us, tried to slide it in behind. Good tackle from Honeyman, but it finds a Leeds player. Nice little flick. Play him on. Take him on. Take him on. On the counter, Millwall. And Aziz's touch is way too heavy. And now Leeds can come forward and counter. Solomon has it just inside their ass on the left wing. Tanaka finds Rothwell. Goes forward for Dan James. And we smother him well, Joe Bryan. Aziz trying to take it past him and does, knocking him to the floor fairly, legally, and then gets absolutely slide tackled by Dan James, and it's free kick just inside our half, 5-6 yards inside our half, right on the left touchline. Yeah, it was Bogle that was through, and Brian just nudges him over. Brian just nudges him over, shoulder to shoulder. It's not a foul. And then I think, yeah, as he goes over, he goes underneath Cooper, who can't really do nothing, and I think that's why Bogle was down for a few minutes, for 2 or 3 minutes, while the game carried on. So far, 15 gone. I think the game's been really poor. Is that a throw or is that a free kick? No, it Leeds have a free kick. And it's just taking a shot quickly and play it back. Melly has it. I think opening 15, the game's been poor. Neither team have got a control on the game. Leeds probably have more possession, but that's not really because they've been passing it round us. It's just been a scrappy game where both teams trade in possession every now and again. Leeds have the ball, they come forward, they lose it, and then we give it away really easily trying to get forward. Like, it's a poor game. It is shit. It's a shame that we're 1-0 down because at the moment, based on the way the game's going, if it finished like this, if the game was consistently just this, I would have said comfortable 0-0. Like, we are the only team to have a shot so far, and we're 1-0 down. There's been one shot in the game. We've had it. It was off target, and we're losing. Oh, we have a throw-in right on our corner flag on the left side. It's a good tackle from Denor. Goes straight to Solomon. The cutback's blocked by Cooper, comes off his shin, and Jensen already dived for it. And he was on his knees as the ball was coming towards him, moving this way as the ball goes that way. So he's moving this way, ball's gone that way, so he's tried to like adjust his body and he's just palmed it in his own net. I think that should be a Jensen own goal. I don't think it should be a Cooper own goal. It's still officially Jake Cooper's own goal, but I'm pretty sure they should, assess that because Cooper's touch is going into Jensen's arms if Jensen doesn't try and lean forward for it. Leeds players love to throw themselves to the floor. It's nice intricate passing there. We've got kind of smashed that into Aziz. Cooper the ball at his feet, goes forward for Saville, turns his man, bit of space in front of him, tries to go over the top, but it's not got enough on it. not neither height nor power, and Bogle heads it away. Leeds play it forward, and Cooper just heads it down. So this is the game. This is what it's been. We've got the ball in midfield, play it inside, loose touch, ball over the top. Wes Harding giving chase, but it's straight to the goalkeeper, who will just let it go out of play. Nope, it takes it into his box, and that's basically what the game's been. Just poor passes from the pair of us. It's so bad. Melier's time wasting there, just holding the ball at his feet, waiting for Ivanovic to come before he picks it up and rolls it out to Pascal Struijk. Inside, looking for, I think that was Pirou, who wasn't the best of passes. Honeyman has it on the right. We have a throw in 10 yards inside their half. On the right hand side. Big throw from Big Wes. Wes has gone over to take it, to be fair. He's definitely been solid today. Wes has it now. Inside for Denor. Gets it back from Denor. Goes back to Tanganga. I am happy. Long ball over the top looking for Aziz, but it's not got enough on it, and Bogle can't keep it in play. It does go out of play, 10 yards into their half, almost in an identical position on the left hand side this time. But we take the throw in on the halfway line and throw it backwards. Tanganga long ball looking for Wes, who heads it on for Honeyman. Honeyman up against the defender, and Pascal Struijk is going to win that 10 times out of 10. Solomon moves infield, and Kundal brings him down. I do think that it was a soft one. I think Kundal's complaining that he got the ball. You do see the ball change direction. Cooper manages to get there ahead of Pirou. Tanganga just taps it back to the keeper, who launches it forward, slices it slightly. More height than distance. Leeds 1-on-1 with Tanganga. Shot near post. Brendan Harrison took a shot, slight angle, straight at Jensen who's near post, and he spills it behind. I cannot believe that. Pirou knocks it into Aronson, takes it past Tanganga. He's almost level with the corner of the 6-yard box. That's the angle he has. He hits it near post, and Jensen spills it behind. I'm sorry. Sorry. But that's poor from Jensen again. Luckily, we had the corner away. Aziz will chase the loose ball. They play a slide tackles it, but Aziz keeps it. Goes inside for Ivanovic. Goes past two of them. Lovely footwork. Gives it to Aziz. And Bogle just stops Aziz. Bogle didn't even play the ball. Didn't play Aziz either. But just kind of fell. And it was between. He kind of fell between Aziz and the ball. The ball was like 2 or 3 yards ahead of Aziz, and Aziz just couldn't get the ball. But there's nothing. Like Bogle didn't infringe him. There was nothing that Bogle didn't infringe the laws. You know, there's nothing Bogle could have done. It's not a foul. It's nothing to penalise. Cooper heads the ball away after Solomon crosses it in. Honeyman looks for the long ball forward, looking for Ivanovic, but Struijk wins the header. Taganaka goes back to Rothwell. Not Rothwell, Rodon. Firpo down the left-hand side. Inside for Tanaka. Inside for Pirou. Shot from distance. 5 yards wide. Poor shot. Terrible strike. And that's what this game's going to be. Just a bunch of terrible strikes. Yeah, that was 6 yards wide. It went so wide that it was in line with the 6-yard box marking from the goalpost. Ball hooked high in the air. Tanganga wins the header. Headers it away. Bounces over the Leeds midfielder. Honeyman's down. He needs to get the fuck up, for fuck's sake. Get up. Now Harding's on the right hand side and has nothing, so he just puts the ball out of play. So we'll get the ball back, but fuck knows why Honeyman's on the floor. He's in tears, so hopefully that means we're bringing on Marco early. No offence to Honeyman, but I don't think he's good enough for this level. Marco or Bangura Williams. I'd rather it be a Marco because Bangura Williams or Kundal are wingers. Neither of them are. Can't really see anyone getting ready. He's talking to Kundal though. He's talking to Kundal, Saville, Denor, and Ivanovic. Harding, Bryan, and Aziz have come over as well. Honeyman looks like he's being molested. He's just laying there like this with his legs extended. And it's about like waist high that the physios are touching him. Commentators just talking about the Millwall's a record. Commentator just said about the fact that we've stayed 8 years in the championship. You know, just going over our seasons. But it said about how if you look at our stats, if you just remove context and just look at purely numbers, we are a stereotypical mid-table team. But he read out our record: 12 wins, 12 draws, 12 losses, 36 goals scored. Now 38 was 37 before today, and now 38 goals conceded. Obviously, that's just in the league. He was talking to Billy Mitchell. He's talking to Billy Mitchell's coming on for Honeyman. So we're going to go front three. Aziz, Ivanovic, Honeyman with Denor, Saville and Billy Mitchell in midfield. Which means we're going to be playing Kundal as a winger. How the fuck do you look at your bench, you see your winger coming off and think, big fucking brain, I'm going to bring another centre mid on instead of a winger? Fuck me. Harding brings the ball down, plays it into Kundal. So it looks like... Is that Denor? It looks like Denor's playing as a 10. So Kundal's on the wing and Denor's playing the 10. I'm really confused at our defensive shape. Oh, and my stream farted backwards, so I'm now 13 seconds behind my timer. And it jumps forward. I'm still 7 fucking seconds behind. There you go, now you can see the subs down there. Shot from distance, a yard or two wide. Jensen dive for it. I'm not entirely sure how. And it's froze. Of course it's froze. There we go. Now I'm in time after it froze. Give it a quick refresh. Goal kick taken. Leeds head it forward. Cooper knocks it forward. And Leeds knock it forward. Then we knock it forward again. As he turns his man, he's running down the left hand side up against two. Tries to go inside for Denor. Denor tackles it backwards and Cooper has it. Goes back to Jensen. Tanganga shows out for him. 2 yards ahead of our penalty area. Goes wide to Billy Mitchell, who's now right back somehow. Okay, now I'm really confused. Is Harding playing on the wing? It's a Leeds throw. Thought he would be. Just have to wait for the referee to make a decision. But from what I could see, it was definitely a Leeds throw. But it looks like... Now Tanganga's currently right wing, even though he's definitely playing centre-back. So it looks like we're just moving all about the place. Do what you feel like, lads. Bug it. All I can say is Denor's playing as a 10. Ivanovic is playing up front. Kundal looks like he's playing as a right attacking... It looks like we're playing with 3 attacking midfielders rather than wingers. Leeds plays offside. They've scored, but it's offside. No, he's not offside. Piru isn't offside, but he plays a 1-2 with, I think it was Aronson. No, no. But Cooper with a poor slide tackle, and Piru just like he comes sliding this way. Piru just knocks it that way, and then lashes it into the near post, into the top right hand corner. And I'm not entirely sure that Aronson was offside. It was very, very, very tight. It's basically level. Instant smashes it away. I would have been intrigued to see what VAR said, because it looks like his bum, because he was kind of like leant back like that. So his bum would have been offside. Leeds players offside again. But we play on instead, and then lose the ball. Wish we had the offside decision. Saville brings it forward, past Tanaka, and then just slide tackle by Strauch. It goes out for our throw in just inside their half. But it looked like his bum might have been like slightly offside. It looked like it was level with Cooper's arm, but if it's like, I still don't know if the sleeve matters or not. I don't know if it still does. I don't know. I haven't heard otherwise, so I kind of assume it does. But it looked like his arse was level with his sleeve. So nice back in from Aziz, where he goes out of play for a lead for our throw in. Harding goes up the line for Kundal. Leeds player tackles it out of play from behind him. Goes out for a throw. Harding takes a throw. Or he's about to take the throw. There we go. Goes back to Tanganga. Goes back to Jensen, who just launches it up the pitch. Again, more height than distance. Doesn't even clear the halfway line. It's headed on by a Leeds player, I'm pretty sure. And Ivanovic loses that. The referee takes about 10 years to decide that was a foul somehow. The ball had already gone. The foul happened. We had already had possession for about 3 seconds. It's a foul by Saville. As hold of his shirt. But the Lord then picks up the ball, passes it on, and then Aziz has enough time to take a touch, and then he blows for the foul. Like, just blow quicker. I don't give a fuck if you think it's a foul. I don't care that it was a foul. It was a foul. Fair enough, but blow quicker. Ball goes wide. Firpo with a little dink into the box. Cooper heads away, just past Denor. Ivanovic lays it off for Kundal. Kundal bringing it forward and just runs into the Leeds player and trips him over. It's poor. There's so much space to his right, but he just runs it left straight into a Leeds player. How do you think, after taking off, who's definitely, he's 100%, he's playing on the wing for you, how do you look at your fucking bench and think the best course of action isn't to put a Marku on, but to put on Billy fucking Mitchell and move to Norcam? Ball switch wide, Firpo has it on his left-hand side. Goes across infield, 10 yards from the edge of the box. Rothwell runs to the left, out on the left in a crossing position, and goes back to Solomon. Goes across to Tanaka, 25, 30 yards out. Goes wide right. Jan James tries to play it in behind, and it's out of play for a goal kick. Very disciplined defending from us, I would say. Why are we playing Kondo on the wing, man? Like, think about it, man. Like, why is Kondo on the wing? Kondo, I think, should be in the 8. Yet he's playing him as a 10 or as a fucking winger. It's not a fucking winger. Same with Honeyman. He's not a winger. He's barely a fucking midfielder. But again, Honeyman should be in the 8, and he's playing as a 10. Or as a winger. Same with Kondo. And yet Amaku and Bangor Williams, two of our best players so far this season, especially under Alex Neil, can't get a fucking look in. I wonder... It's just so fucking annoying. We've got such talented players on the fucking bench every week. Amaku, bright spark, pretty much our only attacking threat for the Watford game, wins us 3 points. Oh, well, lovely footwork from Wes. Down the right hand side, up against Solomon. Plays it off him and goes out for a corner. No, it's a goal kick. But lovely footwork to get past Firpo. And yeah, plays off for Solomon, but it must have hit Solomon and then hit Harding before going behind. I doubt it because they've done fuck all, mate. Commentators just mentioning like Daniel Farker. Daniel Farker doesn't look happy, and I've attributed it to the fact that maybe he might feel that they should be further ahead. They shouldn't be ahead at all. They've done fuck all. Sure, the one time that they actually did anything, the player was offside. That's our ball, ref. Thank you. Billy Mitchell looks to go wide to Aziz, and it hits the referee's arse. And it'll be our ball. He drops the ball, and Saville plays it to Tanganga, and we have possession. Go wide quicker. Nice. Cooper plays it around Dan James to Brian. He's got a bit of space now because Dan James moved infield a little bit. Brian plays it to Aziz. I was waiting for a flag to go up there. I wasn't entirely sure. Every Leeds player put their fucking hands up as if it was. Kunda has the ball inside. Billy Mitchell. looking to switch it and just smashes it into the Leeds player. It's terrible. That is fucking terrible. Billy Mitchell goes wide, finds Harding. Kundal's on the overlap. Ivanovic makes a move inside. Harding, still Harding, plays it inside for Kundal, but the Leeds player manages to tow it away. Two Leeds players get in each other's way. Mitchell wins the ball, and then Kundal loses it. Mitchell won the ball, managed to poke it through to Kundal, and then Kundal just didn't do anything with it. Aziz is on a run. Does the flag go up? No, it doesn't. Aziz 1-on-1. Cross in. No one's there. It's a lovely cross, but there's no one at the back post because Kundal has moved into the centre. Because he's not a fucking winger. If we have a Marku, or that is a Marku, playing that ball in Aziz's back post, that's 1-1. But because we got Kundal, who is a central player, playing on the fucking wing, he's in the centre. Just poor team selection every fucking time. The team we should be playing should always be Jensen, because Roberts is suspended, but I think Roberts should be given a couple games. Harding, Tanganga, Cooper, Bryan, Denor, Kundal, with Aziz, Bangor and Williams, Amarku, Ivanovic. That is our best. That is our strongest team, based on what we've seen this season, on who's fucking performed, and for how often they perform. That is our starting 11. Yet that 11 hasn't been picked this season once. Billy Mitchell turns. Kundal's playing as a wing back at the moment. Like, he's so deep. In fact, Kundal was so deep that Joe Bryan, our actual left back, was deeper than him. Was ahead of him. Sorry, Kundal was deeper than Bryan. Bryan throws himself to the floor looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Dan James crosses it. Blocked by Bryan. Gets the ball back. He's come back. Slips. Dan James looks for the shot from the corner of the 18-yard. It was literally where the lines meet. It was directly on the corner, using his weaker left foot, and he goes out of play for a goal kick. But a good few yards wide and too high. Not sure if it's a cross or a shot. Doesn't look like a cross. It looks like it's trying to shoot, but it's about 5 yards in the air above the crossbar. Do you know what? I didn't think that we had that much possession. We got 44.2. Historically, Millwall sides have always had less possession than everybody. I think I will do actually right now is do this, and we'll see how many minutes are added on. I'm guessing it'll be 4, but we'll see. We'll see. Leeds launch it forward, but it goes to absolutely no one. Jensen's there. Solomon's chasing it, and Jensen just smashes upfield. This time, gets both height and direction and power. Length, whatever you want to say. And we have the ball inside their half. Aziz on the left goes to Denor, who plays it up the line for Aziz, who's just completely shoved out of the way. Like, he's got 2 defenders on him, and what the fuck do they expect him to do? Absolutely no fucking help. And it's just smashed out of play for a Millwall throw. I don't. Commentators saying about how we need to pick up points, like they take a draw away at Ellen Road, but they do need to try and take some points to make up the 8-point gap. Relax, we're not making an 8-point gap to the playoffs. Be realistic. We're going to finish mid-table. We will probably finish between 14th and 10th, but we'll still be 4 or 5 points off playoffs come the end of the season. Okay? Considering where we finished last season, it's a massive improvement. Yeah, Bryan fouled, tried to play advantage. Tanaka comes across and also fouls him. And he goes, oh, he did get the second one, to be fair. Alright, minute 40 left. The first half. Joe Bryan with a free kick midway through their half, far out to the left, almost 2 yards, 3 yards from the touchline. Swings across in. It's high to the back post. Tanganga's header goes out of play for the goal kick. That was about 6 yards wide. Ball goes in. Tanganga comes out from the back and he heads it. It's actually like 8 yards wide. He heads it forward, but it goes backwards. So another set piece wasted. It's fine. Look, at the end of the day, as long as we're getting set pieces, Kundal runs past the ball and then circles around to win it. So rather than it, Mitchell goes past 2 Leeds players and switches the ball, slips on his arse as he does it, but finds Aziz, who touches it down. 1v1 against Bogle is exactly where we want Aziz to be. But now they've doubled up on him, and it's deflected behind for a corner. It's good play from Aziz. Really good fucking play from Aziz. My stream now freezes, of course it does. But they're having to double up on him just to make sure that he can't swing across it. Him, Bogle and Dan James having to double up on him, it tells you a lot, doesn't it? It tells you a lot about a player. We have 4. It was 4, like I thought. It looks like Brian or Saville's taking this. I think it's a left foot. It is Saville. Throws his arm in the air. Swings one in. Looking for Cooper. Cooper's header 2 yards wide. Just not enough. Not enough like whip on it. Like he's headed it 2 point on. He's not. It's like kind of like hit it from the side so it bends a bit. It's a free header. It's a free header. Yeah, it's a free header. He had to stoop down a couple inches. So he's stooping a little bit. But it's free header. Like, there's no contest from him. He's watched it come all the way. No one's in his eye line. He can see it. He can duck for it. And he could have headed it however he wanted. But he just got it all wrong. Oh, the timer's reset itself. But there's 2 minutes left. There's 2 minutes. Rothwell to Tanaka, looking to play it in behind, blocked off of Mitchell, and then straight back to Tanaka, gives it to Rothwell. Now Firpo along the floor, Tanganga touches it away, and then Mitchell tries to do some fucking kick-ups, and then smashes it clear. Ivanovic chests it down to Saville, instantly pressured by a Leeds player, but manages to get away from him, plays it back to Hardin, touches it, and then launches it forward looking for Ivanovic, who chests it down, looks to touch it off to Kundal, but once again, Kundal's just not there. And Firpo fouls. I think that was Saville, yeah. And we get a free kick. Yeah, Firpo just completely smashes into Saville. Ball launch forward. Headed away by Leeds. Played forward. Now here's Saville. Goes back to Denor, who will look to launch it forward again. Does so. Slices it a bit. Firpo heads it away. And Tanaka with the turn. One back by Mitchell. Brings it forward. Goes to Joe Bryan. Forward to Aziz. Goes back and the referee will blow for half time. Right, I'm just going to close that 15 minutes. We'll come back at like 8:50. 8:47. We'll do 8:47. Let's have a look. Click on FOTMob. Let's have a look at some games around the ground. So, Arsenal 1, PSV 1. 8-2 in aggregate though. Hull and Oxford are 0-0. Plymouth are winning 1-0 away at Portsmouth. Watford are beating Swansea and Stoke are beating Blackburn. So although Watford are one of the teams above us, Watford and Blackburn are the only two teams above us, other than Leeds, but we're not catching Leeds. Watford and Blackburn are the only two teams that are above us. Villa 0, Club Brugge 0, but Kiriani Sabi got sent off for Club Brugge. And Atletico Madrid are 1-0 up against Real after Conor Gallagher scored in the first minute. Let's look at commentary and see how close it was. 27 seconds. Lovely team move from Atleti, with Gallagher winning the ball back before Alvarez set the ball up for a low cross into the box. Giuliano Simeone dummied the delivery beautifully to leave it for Gallagher, who slid the ball into the back of net emphatically after a deflection off Mendy. Less than a minute in, we have a proper game in our hands. 1-0 on the night. Let's go to an aggregate. Cool. Does anyone really care about any other games that are going on right now? Like, if I click on going, we got Al Seeb drawing 2-2 with Al Arabi in the AFC Challenge League quarter-final. The AFC Champions League 2 quarter-final is currently Sharjah Cultural Club 1, Shabab Al Ahly Dubai FC 1, Argentina's Cup round of 64, Club Atletico Platense and drawing 0-0 with Argentino de Quilmes. No one really gives a shit about those today. Especially not if they're watching me. Arsenal have just taken the lead against PSV. It was Declan Rice. But yeah. So Blackburn are a team that we're going to have to chase because... Oh no, they've dropped off. They were once in the playoffs and the team that we had to try and chase. But, I would say behind us, at the same time, Watford are now 4 points ahead of us, so we will now only go 11th with a win. Watford are... Oh, it's still City Derby. Is that on Sunday? It is on Sunday. It's a 12:30 kickoff. Fuck that then. Millwall Stoke on at 12:30. Another live one, so I might be able to do a watch along for that. We'll see. It depends on what I'm doing, of course. As it stands, Watford are the only team above us that are winning. Blackburn losing, who are level on points with Watford, so Watford doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, we're literally just going to be mid-table at this point. Like, not really much to shout about. Stoke winning is big for them, although Plymouth winning is even bigger because that puts the bottom three. So the bottom four go 33, 34, 35, 36, and then Hull 38. But if Stoke don't win, Plymouth do, they'll be 3 points away from Stoke and Cardiff. Stoke play us next, and Cardiff play fucking Blackburn next. So if Blackburn can beat Stoke, they'll go a point outside the playoffs. So Blackburn are chasing playoffs as well, so they're going to need to do something. Do you know what I mean? They're going to need to do. They're going to need to pull their fingers out and try and turn this around. It is only the 40th minute. They kicked off at 8 o'clock. And looking at the FOTMOB stats, everyone's in the mid sixes apart from Dominic Hiam and Ainsley Pears. Couple Al Hamadi with a 7.7, but that's just because he scored. Baker with a 7.2, but that's because he got an assist. But other than that, all the Stokes players are mid sixes apart from Wilmot and Berger. Let's look at the stats. Yeah, pretty even game. Stoke a bit more of the ball, a bit more XG, couple more shots, but they both only had one shot on target. So Blackburn need to create a bit more, especially after a big win for Luton last night. No, completely forgot about that. Champions League stays the same, but yeah, big win for Luton takes them off the bottom. Oh no, just puts them closer to Derby, who beat Coventry, who are currently 6th place. Cardiff, did they win or did they lose yesterday? Cardiff lost to Luton. Oh! So Cardiff, Luton and Derby, Luton and Plymouth are chasing Cardiff and Stoke before today and before yesterday. Luton beat Cardiff to close the gap for them, as well as Derby beating Cov, and now Plymouth are beating fucking Portsmouth. We are going to get a relegation battle for the ages. This is going to be absolutely batshit insane. If I just want to look at this about the match section on FOTMOB. Leeds United are playing home. See, I hate this. I fucking hate this. People say a club's name and then say is. Just say are. Leeds United is playing home. Leeds United are playing at home. Against Millwall at Ellen Road on Wednesday the 12th of March. Blah, blah, blah. Round 37. Whatever. Current head-to-head teams for the record are Leeds 10, Millwall 9, and 1 draw. Leeds have the odds of 1.62 to win, 3.5 for a draw, 4.5 for Millwall to win. Leeds are favourites to win the match according to the bookmakers. No fucking shit. Because Leeds United are top of the league and Millwall are in 13th. You can catch all the games. You can catch the game on Sky Sports. Penis. Plus. I've had too much caffeine. Alright, let's stick this back on. So, first half. Right, you can be, actually, rather than mute you, I'm just going to take them off. So, first half, I think it's been fucking shit. Both teams are pretty fucking shit. Leeds do not look like a title-winning team. Nor do we look like a relegation-threatened team. It looks like a mid-table clash between two teams. Like, neither team can really be on the ball for too long. Neither team can hold possession. Neither team can really create anything. It took, one of them was marginally maybe, like, it's arguable at best for him being offside. Other than that, we've created what we had one free header from a corner that was probably our best chance. Their best chance that wasn't offside was probably off the top of my head, probably Tanaka's shot from 25 yards that went like 2 or 3 yards wide. Just watching the stream, I ain't even got the fucking headphones on, I still fucking hear it. It's so fucking loud. I can't believe it. It's so fucking loud. Anyway, all I'm saying is, I think. Why are they showing us League One results from yesterday? Who gives a shit? We're watching Leeds versus Millwall. Sky Sports Plus are really, really going downhill. Totally not CBS Sports. On a stream. I would never watch it on a stream. Always, always, always. I pay for Sky. And TNT. Well, it's actually Discovery Plus. But I actually do pay for Amazon Prime, so I watched yesterday's Liverpool PSG. What a game that was! I need to do tonight, actually, after the Champions League games are done. I do need to do my round of 16 recap and quarterfinal predictions because I wish I never picked Sobersley from the level 35, I think it was. Pick between him and Danny Olmo because I thought Liverpool would win the whole fucking thing. I'm gonna have to go rewatch my whole video and then react to it. And then give an updated predictions video, which will be my final predictions video. I won't be making another one. Because there's no fucking point if I'm predicting each. I may predict each game. Maybe do watch-alongs for them, maybe. But last night I probably could have done a watch-along for the Liverpool PSG. I might do more general watch-alongs. I'm going to see if I can do as many Millwall games as possible, because my team, even though I can't find my fucking shirt, no idea what my Millwall shirt is. But spot freezing. We'll see if Harry's messaged me anything. No. No messages on WhatsApp anyway. I swear to God, this freezes one more time and I kill myself. I won't, but. Oh, Millwall fan just says fuck me as a Twitter notification. This might make me lag out a bit. Oh no, it's just him saying fuck me about the Leeds are ahead inside 3 minutes. Can you tell me, in that photo, where the fuck 25 stitches are? Where are the 25 stitches in his ear? That's a fucking plaster. And they banned him for an extra 3. Twitter's a cesspit, innit? I think the teams are out for the second half now. Yeah, see now my stream's lagging because I'm a fucking idiot and start watching fucking scrolling on Twitter. Twitter.com. So yeah, first half recap. Both teams are shit. Leeds are going to bottle it. Leeds aren't winning the league. There we go, stream's healthy again. Our players are coming out now. I think... Oh, Jensen's cut his hair. Jensen used to have curly hair that was long. He's now cut it a bit. It's no longer curly. But it's not as if... It wasn't like... You see his picture. If you see his picture down there... That's when he had it really short when he's played for Lincoln. I am of the opinion that they're still sank in this game for us. Should be fine now. Timer, knobhead. There we go. I may have been a second or two too late, but I don't care. Leeds have a free kick after 10 seconds. Good tackle from Kundal. Just don't give a foul away. Papa plays it through his legs. Tanganga with a poor touch. Down the left-hand side, Solomon crosses the ball into the back post. Flicked on by Cooper, I think that was. Or it was Brian. And it's kept in play by, I think that was Aziz. Tanaka. Inside for Aronson. Goes back to Tanaka, right side, just inside the box. Cross comes in, blocked by Cooper. It was along the floor. Smash comes in by Aronson, smashed away. Cooper kicks it away. Firpo heads it back to Strauch, who will kick it back to their goalkeeper. Aziz with the interception. It was a heavy touch, but managed to keep it. Gives it to Billy Mitchell. Kundal moves inside, so now there's no one on the right wing. Hardin's all there on his own. No overlap. There's no one overlapping. Come on, man. Take off Saville. Bring a Marco on. Move Kundal back into the 10. Please. Bring him. I think Aziz on the far side as well, rather than on the left side. Brian down the left-hand side looking for Denor. Tackled out of play by Rothwell. So Brian with the throw in. Throws it back to Cooper. Goes across to Tanganga. Goes forward and right to Hardin. Kundal's moving more inside rather than overlapping outside. Probably because he's not a fucking winger. Unless that's our tactical plan, which I think is stupid. Because it just isolates Hardin on his own. If they double up on him, then we're fucked. The door inside to Brian. It was a poor pass back to Brian. But Brian did well. And then just passed it up the line out of play. Did well to keep it in after losing it. And then just passed out of play. Like, that's just poor. As a professional footballer, you've got to be able to, even like a League Two standard, to keep that in play. Ball launched forward. Cooper's header forward. Denor heads it to Aziz. Passes it into Denor. So it's Mitchell with the header to Aziz. And then Denor's pass goes past Aziz and out for a Leeds throw. Bogle will take it. Ball going over towards Solomon. Arden gives him a nudge in the back, but wasn't enough for a foul. I don't know why they're shouting about it. Oh, calm down. Lovely deception by Billy Mitchell. And feinted to go forward and played it back to Hardin, who launches it forward. Vanovic's header, and then Mitchell switches it, and Aziz is down the left-hand side. Holds off Piru, who's all the way back at left back. Goes back to Saville. Into Mitchell. Under pressure from Solomon. Not Solomon. Who is that? Dan James. Bogle heads it away after the ball goes forward. Saville just heads it straight to Tanaka. He had so much time and space to bring that down. Tanaka goes wide to Solomon. 4-on-3. Solomon out the outside, and it's off the bar. One-on-one over Tanganga. Bit of step over, goes out on the outside, hits it with his left, and it's off the top of the bar. Do you think if it was under the bar, that Roberts would have got a hand to it? Not Roberts, Jensen would have got a hand to it, but yeah, you'd think that Jensen would have been able to save that. Jensen knocks it downfield from the goal kick. Bogle's header forward. Brian will take under pressure from Dan James and just slices it out of play. He had a lot more time to get around the ball, but rushed it, put it out of fucking play. Leeds throw. Thrown to Dan James, and Brian wins the tackle. Aziz chips it infield, but it's straight to a Leeds player. We got, if we're going to get something out of this game, we need to stop giving the fucking ball away. Let's bring that across a little bit. There we go. Aronson caught, Leeds free kick right on a touchline. They'll probably take it a couple of yards more infield though. Yeah, ball played through Brian's leg, and then Saville slides across. Does catch him. Surprised that he didn't at least get talking to. Leeds have it on the left-hand side. Solomon touches it inside to Rothwell. Feints the pass forward and gives it to Tanaka. It looks over the top for Firpo. Touches it back. And then Saville makes the touch. And then Kundal loses it on the edge. Aronson gives it to Solomon. 2 Millwall players around him. Mitchell and Kundal. And wins a corner. I want to see him. We need to see a marker as soon as possible. Corner taker short. Played 1-2. Rothwell on the edge of the box. Hits it. Deflected. Tanaka inside the box. Takes it down the right. Plays it along the floor. Cleared away. Dan James has it now. On the right hand side. A few yards away from the touchline. Plays it into Tanaka, who turns. No help around him now. Brian knows it and manages to tackle it out of play for a throw. Bit nervy for us now. Leeds definitely looking a bit more sharper. And definitely look a bit better. Bogle with the throw. Aronson crosses the ball and it's deflected out for a corner. Who's taking this then? I think that's Aronson. Is it? No, it's Rothwell. Joe Rothwell with the corner. Cooper's holding on to Stroud. He needs to cut that out. I swear to fucking God. The referee's now having a word with him and Stroud. So now he's going to be watching that. So Cooper better put that the fuck in. Rodon's also on the edge, and Firpo's on the edge. With Tanganga and Harding both there. Corner comes in. Goes all the way through. Kundal hooks it clear. Aziz chasing Bogle. Plays it back to Meslier. Meslier plays it back to Bogle on the right hand side. Can bring it forward. Got a load of space in front of him. Gives it to Rothwell. Moves infield. Goes wide to Firpo. Goes forward for Solomon. Touches it back to Tanaka. Gives it back to Rodon. Forward to Dan James. Inside for Piru. Tanaka. Aronson gives it back to Tanaka. Then goes forward for Firpo. Tanaka moves infield. Referee plays advantage. Touchdown, Solomon's volley! Just a yard over the bar. It was Aronson's volley, sorry, not Solomon. They're both wearing black gloves, so it makes it really fucking hard to, see the difference between them. Especially when they both move narrow, and the quality's 480p. But the ball flicked up in the air. Aronson chested it down and volleyed it, and it's only a yard over the bar. It's not far away. That's very close. Goal kick taken long. Ivanovic's header straight to Kundal. Touches it for Mitchell, who looks forward for... Well, he tried to go to the right-hand side, but no one was there because Kundal had moved in field. Ball looks forward. Cooper's header away. Finds Tanaka, who heads it down. Perry goes back to Firpo. Now Tanaka. Goes wide to Firpo. Not Tanaka, it was Aronson, sorry. Firpo. Crossing position. It was Solomon in the crossing position, sorry. And Bogle can keep it in play. Plays it off of Aziz for a Leeds throw. This is poor. Leeds are getting better and better as the game goes on, and we're just not improving at all. Game's starting to look like if Leeds played Plymouth at Allen Road instead of Millwall. We are wearing green, to be fair. Leeds have gained an extra 10% since half time. That's how much of the ball that they've had. They had 55 in the first. Now they have 65 after 12 minutes played. Still only one substitute in the game so far. Leeds are in behind. Goal kick. Aronson was played through. And Jensen come out. Let's have a look here. Ball played inside to Piru. Plays it straight to Aronson. Heavy touch. Can't see. Solomon into Piru. First time pass into Aronson. No, he just takes it out of play. It's not a corner. Jensen's goal kick. Headed away. Harding can hold possession. Goes back to Jensen. Quickly being closed down. And he smashes it out to the right wing. And Firpo touches it inside. Now Tanaka. Now Piru. looks for the runner Bogle. Aziz with the touch. Saville looking to do something with it. And just plays it out of play. Bring that timer across like that. Make that slightly smaller, like that. Leeds. Rosswell tries to find Bogle on the right hand side, and it goes out of play. It's over here. Goes out of play for the goal kick. Bogle was offside, to be fair. I'm pretty sure the linesman should have got that, considering it was right in front of him. But it's a goal kick. Jensen with a big kick again. Boom! Smashes it forward. Looking for Ivanovic. It's headed out of play by a Leeds player. So it's a Millwall throw. Joe Bryan goes back to Cooper. And I've heard in my ear from the commentator that a change is imminent. A mark is coming on. Come on. Please take off Kundal or Saville. Aziz touches it inside. He couldn't get it. He just couldn't get it to Ivanovic, because if that pass goes through, Ivanovic is 1-on-1. Aziz does well to get across Bogle. Back heel to Saville. Saville's pass forward is way too telegraphed. Tanaka with the interception. Brings it forward. Goes inside. And his path was telegraphed. And it's a nice slide rule pass into Kundal. Far left. Kundal's on the left. Denor inside for Aziz. Heavy touch. Mitchell. Lovely body feint, and then just completely lost the ball. He moved away from the ball. He did really fucking well, and then poor. Dan James, poor from him, and Cooper bring the ball away, and Leeds give away a free kick. Make the sub now. Make the sub now. Kramer's coming on as well. He's taken off Wes Harding. He's taken off Harding. If I see number 11 go up on that board, Denor, he's taken off Denor. He's taken off Denor. He's taken off Denor. So we currently have a midfield pairing of Saville and Mitchell. Probably our two worst centre mids. They've played well. They've played alright, to be fair, the pair of them. So Denor's been unlucky with the 6.7 because he's playing out of position. But that means Amarku goes on the wing. Kundal should go in the middle. I don't know what sides. Aziz has gone right wing. Okay. Kundal now moves inside, as he should be. Apparently, as well, the commentator said, I didn't see anything that Alex Neil had said after the game, and he wasn't happy with Amarku's first half performance. I felt that the fullback was moving beyond him way too much. I don't give a fuck. That man saved that game. A word on Watford's fullback, it was Ngakia at the time, couldn't handle or deal with Amarku's pace and skill. Brian's just brought down James for no reason. Leeds have a free kick in a good position. So Brian tries to touch it. Then Dan James gets the wrong side of him, and he just pulls him to the floor. There we go. Now you can see the substitutions that have been made. But now we've got Kramer on at right back, which I'm not a big fan of. He's not quick enough, especially not against Manuel Solomon. But he's a tall lad, so set pieces like this, he really, really useful for him. Again, Kramer's a centre back. So is Harding, but Harding's smaller and a bigger build and faster, so he has that full back build for a centre back. And my stream's frozen. Of course it fucking has. Didn't want to watch it anyway, you cunt. And now it's just not working at all. But the stream is completely healthy, so I know it's not the Wi-Fi. Let's try this again. If I click on it and they've scored from this fucking set piece, I'm going to cry. I'm not. I'll probably get angry. It's just... And the stream's died. What is going on with this fucking Wi-Fi? Just out of fucking nowhere. For the last, what, 75 minutes or whatever, it's been completely fine, and now all of a sudden it's shit. I can't even load anything. Like, it's just not loading anything at all. Chat disconnected. Oh, really? It's just not loading. I have no idea what's going on. Like, nothing is working. Nothing is loading. I can't even load YouTube. It doesn't even load into, like, offline mode YouTube. I guess I'll just sit here and talk to the camera. How you guys doing? You alright? Imagine I turn it on and we've scored. That'll piss me off even more. Again, I don't know what's going on. Still 1-0. Still a Jake Cooper own goal. It's not like I could just like restart my computer. Come on, you old cunt. Oxford have taken the lead against Hull, but other than that, every other score's the same. Right, let's get that shit off. Swipe off those. Lock that. And let's try it now. There we go. Now it's working. So after that setback, we have a goal kick. Ball's just gone out of play. There we go. We're back. It did this against... One against Palace. Who was against? Watford, it must have been. Because that's the only other one I've done, I'm pretty sure. And straight out of play for a goal kick, for a throw in. Ah. Aronson on the edge. Wide to Bogle. 1-2. Bogle in behind. Great challenge from Amaku. And it come back off Bogle. What a challenge from Amaku. Brilliant. Brilliant recovery run. Bogle inside to, I think that was, yeah, good give and go. And then tries to swing the cross in, and Amaku slides across. Good defending from Amaku. Telling Alex Neil to piss off your ball tosser with that challenge. Goal kick taken long. Amaku with the flick on, but it's out of play. Bogle taking his time. Of course Bogle's taking his time, even though there's still 20 minutes to play. Don't know what Dan James has thrown himself to the floor for. Jensen goes long. Looking for a Marco who's up against Rodon, and there's only one winner in that battle. That's like Cooper going up for a header with fucking Willie Nonto. Jensen Tanganga was, using his body, shielding the ball, shepherding it to Jensen. And Jensen, after the ball goes into the box, rather than come pick it up, just kicks out a play for a throw in. I really do like Jensen. I have done. I do think there are times where he looks a bit shaky, but I'm rapidly losing my patience with him. He cost us in the first half. There's too many times that I feel like he just costs us. Back heel, shot comes in. Oh, side netting from Solomon. Lovely play from Leeds down the left-hand side. Ball goes forward. I think it was Aronson or Pirro. Yeah, it was Pirro forward. Slid it into Firpo. Back-heeled it for Solomon. And his shot, near post, side netting. They're going to score. They're going to, at one point here, they're going to score. Amaku with some clever footwork after kind of moving past the ball a little bit. Touch from Billy Mitchell inside to Sam, who's got some space to move into. Switches to play, looking for Kramer. Kramer, just swing it in, bruv. Takes a touch, swings the cross in. And it's touched behind by Melia. I couldn't see if it had dropped in or not. It looked like it was in. It looked like he dropped it in. He didn't. It was just... Yeah, Kramer touches the ball. Crosses it. Yeah, Melia jumping back to retrieve it. And then just touched it behind. Millwall corner. Who's taking it? It's the left foot, so it's probably Saville. And we have cramped everyone in the 6-yard box. But we need Kundle. Kundle's on the edge. We need him to be on the penalty spot. He needs to take up that space because I think that's Pirro there. It was a poor cross. Why is Kramer leaving the ball? Are you retarded, son? You're closer to it. And now Leeds come forward. Solomon, this player on his own. Dan James on his own. Tanganga gets back in time. Thank fuck for that. What is Kramer doing? This is what I'm saying. I don't know why he's on the pitch. Why? It's a terrible fucking corner that was blocked at the near post. And then, but he's trickling towards Saville. But Kramer's there. He's running towards it. He's closing the gap while Saville stood still. And my fucking stream's froze again. Fuck off. It's just terrible fucking decision making every time. Again, I thought when he started, the first few games he played was good, but then Crime was just on a fucking decline at all. Solomon into Aronson. Goes wide for Dan James in the box. Touch inside. Uses his left foot. Blocked by Marku. Cleared away only as far as the edge. And the shot's blocked by Aronson. Aziz can bring the ball away. Launches it forward for Ivanovic to chase, but Rodon's there. And just plays it back to Meslier. Yeah, now I'm like 18 seconds, 17 seconds behind. So, oh well. Leeds just passing it around the back and we're putting them under not much pressure. Just able to pass it around us. Strout goes forward for Firpo. Inside to Piru. Goes back to Firpo. Plays it to Rothwell. He's got some space. Launches it over the top. Dan James heads it inside. Bogle loses that to Brian and then throws himself to the floor. Get up, you prick. And Billy Mitchell turns into trouble. And then just absolutely kicks Piru over. This is poor from Mitchell. Just loses the ball. Absolutely crashes into Piru, who shot deflects of Solomon. Lucky to get away with just no yellow card. He's bringing on Coburn. He's bringing on Coburn. Aziz is now down, so hopefully Bangura Williams comes on. But Coburn's coming on. Unfortunately, the stream has now turned to a Leeds United stream, so I'm listening to their commentators in my ear now instead of the neutral ones, which is kind of pissing me off. And Aaron Connolly's coming on, so no Bangura Williams. You know, I'm one of our most technical players. You know, we've just sold SA for 14 million, and the player that's closest to him in terms of a complete player into an all-rounded player, Bangura Williams is probably the most like SA, and he's not playing. How the fuck is players like Baker Boyti, Zach Lovelace, Bangura Williams meant to get, you know, we've seen Bangura Williams. He's so much better than Kundal this season so far for us. Yet he persists every fucking time. Ivanovic comes off for Coburn. Of course he fucking does. That's annoying because Ivanovic looks good, but he's probably knackered. So fuck those. And Aziz comes off for Connolly, which I'm not entirely upset with Connolly coming on. I don't mind it. But the fact he brought on Billy Mitchell when Honeyman was down pisses me off. Because instead of bringing on a Marku or Bangura Williams, we've wasted the sub bringing on a central midfielder that's almost just shot ourselves in the foot. Goal kick long. Header by Tanaka. It's every single set piece. Every goal kick. They're winning every fucking ball. Pirish just passes straight to Connolly and gives it straight to them! Fucking hell! Kramer keeps it in play after Solomon Tried to get round because Crower's going to let it go out of play. He then feints it, let it go out of play, and then takes it forward. Cooper has it now inside our penalty area. Goes forward for Connolly, who falls over. So Footloose is playing right wing right now. Marku dispossessed. Dan James, great tackle by Marku. Great tackle from Saville. Connolly flicks it over him. Marku takes over. Tries to go inside a Bogle when he does, and it is fall to the floor. This is why I hate listening to commentators for teams, because they can never be unbiased. I hear it a lot with our commentator, Carl Bates. He does stuff for BBC Radio. Is there? He's literally pulled his arm from behind him. He's pulling his arm. Are you fucking blind? I hate these cunts. I fucking hate them. Carl Bates and Max McClellan are our two commentators, predominantly. Carl Bates always, Max McClellan most of the time. Carl Bates is very, very, very impartial. Yet no one else can be impartial. They can see a clear foul, and then they're like, oh, he's barely touched him. Like, what's he done? Like, it's a clear foul. He stepped across from behind and moved his arm. Cooper had it out of play from the free kick for a goal kick. I forgot to mention. I don't think it needs any mentioning because it don't fucking matter, does it? So what? Yeah. Can I refresh this? No, it's just gonna it's just gonna give me these cunts over and over. There's nothing I can do. The Marco with a clear push on the back. Yet the commentators say nothing about it. Of course they fucking don't. Yeah, if it happened the other way, he would have gone, oh, it's clear pushed in the back. I don't care. Like, I get it if you want to be a little bit biased, but at the same time, you got to be able to hold your hands up and say, got lucky there. Or it's unfortunate, or, just accept it. Tanganga launches the ball deflected straight to Firpo, who had like 30 yards of space around him. Cooper's header forward, looking for. Is that Saville? No, it's Coburn. Coburn will chase Melier as the ball goes back to him. He smashes it forward. Tanganga's headed down. Mitchell flicks it on. Crandall brings it down, but it's a poor touch. Joe Bryan goes back to Connolly. Moves infield, goes wide right to Kramer, who just laboured, just completely fucking laboured. He jogged towards it, and then Kramer does a retarded slide nowhere near the fucking ball. Game's done, might as well turn it off. We've offered nothing in this half at all. It's almost as if the game went to shit when he brought Billy Mitchell on the pitch. What a fucking surprise. Let's play our attacking midfielder that can play as a number 8 or a number 6. A 10-8-6. What I like to call a 24. He can play anywhere in central midfield and do a job. Let's play him as a winger. And instead of bringing on a Marku or Bangura Williams, who, you've got an actual winger or a number 10 that plays as a winger, much like Roman Esse. No, let's bring a number 8 on let's bring another number 6 on the pitch. Firpo on the overlap. Cuts inside, plays it back. Tanaka! 2-0. I'm taking those off. The way he's just screaming in my ear, ah! Like he screamed like that. Why? It was a shot from just inside the box into the left corner. You'd think if he probably should score that. Can I fucking turn his cunts off? Can you put me back on fucking CBS or some shit? Nope. Got to deal with these cunts for a bit longer. But there you go. There's the 2-0. Like I said, ball goes wide. No one tracks his run. Fuck knows where Kramer is here. I can't see him. Ball goes to the edge. No one's there, and he just hits it top corner. Solomon at left. Kramer just completely doesn't track the run. He's the one looking at Solomon, and then Tanaka just calmly slots it into the top corner. Kramer gets sent one way. No one's on the edge of the box to help deal with it. It's a calamity. Portsmouth have just pulled one back against Plymouth. It's calamitous defending. It just is. It's poor fucking defending. No one is on the edge of the box. There are two players. It missed the first one. Shut up, you cunts. I'm just going to mute it. I'm not even going to bother. Like, I can still hear it over there. I'm muting it. I will. Like I said, I knew it was coming. They've done fuck all game. They've been subpar for a team that should be, they're top of the fucking league. They're about to win the league. And they've been subpar. I don't think we've been played well, but neither have they. They're one moment of quality and they score. Coburn has it. Plays it back to Billy Mitchell. Goes back to Tanganga. Kramer looking forward for Coburn and touches it down and it's out of play. This one was kind of a free hit, wasn't it? You're playing top of the league away from home. You're always going to fucking lose. Needless foul. Kundal again, what a surprise. He's running down our left offside, running straight at Kramer. Goes just past Kundal, running straight at Kramer and Kundal just knocks him over. Of course he fucking does. Moron. What? Did say the second goal was coming. Said it after Solomon's chance after it decided net him. You could sense it, you knew it was coming. Dan James in behind. Tanganga does well to just nudge him away. Plays it forward. Oh look, straight into a white shirt. What a fucking surprise. Kramer, again, down the right hand, Dan leads his left hand side and he's in behind Kramer. And then just shoves him over. No idea how that's not a foul. Like, it wasn't as if, he just body checked it. No, he genuinely two arms. Kramer knocks it forward, looking for Coburn, who's getting fucking molested. Oh yeah, Leeds made a couple of changes, didn't they? Well, anyone gives a shit. It was pretty like that. It's hard to describe what I'm seeing here. Who's that? I don't know who that is. I think it's Tanaka on the edge. No, it's Aronson. Non-toe. Shot blocked. And then hooked away by someone in the middle. I think it was Candle. I can't see properly. I can count the fucking pixels. I don't know how long it's been added on. The moment I'll know, I'll tell you. It can't be 19 added on. Shall we? Let me just look on FotMob. Does it say? No. Fuck those then. Well, he's making a couple more changes. Games for Ramazani and Peru for some fucking cunt. I don't fucking know. Well, it's froze. Does that mean it's going to put me onto a different dream? No. Suppose I better put the fucking commentary back on. We have a free kick right on the halfway line. And Brian goes back to Cooper. Oh, there was 3 added. There we go. Kramer. Mitchell. Now Tanganga. Back to Mitchell. Inside. For Gruev goes back to Rodon. Brings it forward. Passes it wide and back to Byram. Ball switched, looking for Nonto, and it's out of play. I'm sorry, Kramer's a donkey. Every attack's just down our left-hand side now. And there we go. Well, I can turn this shit off now. Hull City just had a red card. Okay, cool. Just do that. Yeah, we can do that. And then go score above. Prediction above. Mill badge above. LEEDS badge above. Actually, we'll just leave it like that. Let me just change this a second. That is huge. That is not what I want. Still huge. Not what I want. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, perfect. Just bring this up quick. Hull beat Oxford 2-1. Watford beat Swansea 1-0. Plymouth got Villa 3-0 up. PSV equalise. So let's go into football actually and let's have a look properly. Arsenal 2, PSV 2, Hull 2, Oxford 1, Portsmouth 1, Plymouth 2, Watford 1, Swansea 0, and Stoke 1, Blackburn 0. So let me just do that. Yeah, up a bit more. Yeah, that'll do. Well, where do we begin? Game was off to a cracking start when after 3 minutes Solomon ran down the left-hand side, tried to cut it back, come off Cooper, and Jensen was basically knee sliding in celebration. He was that far off his goal line, and then tried to go back and parried it in his own net. I would have preferred he left it. I would have preferred he didn't try and knee slide in the first place. So then we 1-0 down, and then the game for the whole of the first half was just shit. I could have gone to sleep. Both the game looked like a mid-table clash between two sides playing for nothing, like a Millwall and Sheffield Wednesday that are like 15 points off playoffs, but also 20 points from relegation. Can't really move anywhere. Nothing to play for. It looked like a game that was on like the final day, with both teams in 14th and 13th. It was poor. Just couldn't keep hold of the ball. No one really created anything. I think we had one chance in the first half for a free header from a corner. Cooper should have done better with. Same with Leeds. Didn't really do anything in the first half. And it looked like, maybe we could get something out of the game. But let's be honest, it's probably going to finish 1-0. But if Leeds play the way they did in that first half for the rest of the season, they won't even make automatics. The game was that bad. I'm not sure if it was because we were good or they were bad. I think it was a bit of both. We made them play worse. Teams come out for the second half, and then straight from the off, 100% domination from Leeds from start to finish for the whole 45. You could see the chances that they were having weren't good chances. Like I wasn't scared that they weren't chances that I thought, oh my god, how have they not scored? But I think it was their second or third chance of the half. Solomon had a shot um, at the near post that hit the outside of the side net, and that was the moment I said in the stream, they're going to score another here. They're going to get a second. Like, it's coming. We just couldn't do nothing. We just couldn't keep the ball, couldn't get up the pitch, losing it in stupid places, doing too many silly fucking flicks, the wrong substitutions, in my opinion. I'll touch on that in a minute. you can see it right here. I got a prediction right. I knew. It wasn't something that I ever thought we'd win. And to be honest, in terms of playing top of the league, I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't good. Not saying that we deserved absolutely anything. But for Leeds to have been winning at half time, I think was unfair. Like, neither team deserved to be. It should have been 0-0 until like the 85th minute or whatever when Tanaka scored. Again, that was probably the only bit of quality in the game. Couple half chances for Leeds in the second half, but nothing that would like the closest they came to scoring was when the ball got flicked up in the air and Harrison's chested down and volleyed it off from the edge of the box. It's gone a yard over the bar. That was the closest that they'd come to scoring till they scored. It was a terrible game. If I could go back, having known how this would have ended, I wouldn't have done a watch along at all. I wouldn't have gave a shit. I would have just gone to bed, played some FIFA, finished my Evos. Football Manager. Currently second with Ebbsfleet in League 2. Anything would have been better than watching that tonight. Let's move on to the manager, shall we? I like Alex Neil. I think it's the first time we've got a proper manager. Do you know what I mean? Rowett plays shit football. Harris was more of a club legend doing a job. Alex Neil is the first time that we've got a manager just trying to get something out of our players. But today, he got them substitutions all wrong. Honeyman come off in like the 33rd or 34th minute. 30-something minute. And he was playing on the wing. If I bring up... Let me just quickly bring up the starting 11. There you go. You can see the starting 11 there. For fuck's sake. There we go. So you can see the starting 11 here. Like that. Just there. Just there. There. And I saw the lineup and I'm like, fucking brilliant. We're starting Harding, and then I see Honeyman. And Saville. And Kundal in the 10. But Ivanovic. So, if it meant Ivanovic and Holding start, I'll take Honeyman and Saville starting any day. And then he comes off, what's that? 30th minute? 29th minute? Honeyman comes off. He's playing on the wing. So who do we bring on? Billy Mitchell. And we play Kundal. A player I like to say is a 24. 10, 8 and 6. Can play there reliably. He's a central player in the midfield. Can do a job anywhere. Let's put him on the wing. And then put Denor in the 10. And then Billy Mitchell back with Saville. When we had both Amarku and Bangura Williams, who didn't even play, on the bench. Makes sense, did it? To bring off a winger who, again, to me, Honeyman will always be a central midfielder. I don't even think he's a 10, he's just an 8. But to put him on the wing did my head in when it was Harris in charge or whether it was when we had Adam Barrett in caretaker charge and whether it was fucking Rowett in charge. Honeyman playing on the wing pisses me off every fucking time. Because he's not quick. He's not strong. He just he has a good engine. That's what he has. That's what he brings to this team. He can run for a long time. Can't run fast, but he can run for a long time. Something a box-to-box midfielder would be perfect for. You know, you keep doing or you have him hang back or maybe even have two box-to-box midfielders And rather than playing two holding mids, play two eights with a 10, two wings and a striker. No. We bring on Billy Mitchell, we put Delors in the 10, a position that he hasn't played in this season. And leave a Marku on the bench. A Marku who, once again, after he came on in this game, he came on in the second half, and in the second half, he looked like he was going to be the only one that would have been able to make something out of this game before they scored. Kandel played the whole 90 minutes, and it was when he first made his changes. Kandel went back into the 10, and Marku came on, and Aziz was pushed wide. Cool. Not bad. He brought off Denor. So we had a midfield pairing of Saville and Mitchell with a Marku, Aziz, Kandel, and Ivanovic up top. Okay. One thing I do want to touch up on quickly is how often he brings off Denor every game. Every game I've watched, I can't remember the last time Denor played 90 minutes. Yet Saville is playing 90 minutes. Kundal is playing 90 minutes. Yet Denor, who's been objectively one of our best players this season and one of the first names on the team sheet every fucking week, can't play 90 minutes. And I'm not going to hold that against Alex Neil, because I'm not the manager. I don't know what goes on. I don't know if he's fit enough, which wouldn't make sense considering we're now, 6 months into the season? We're now 38 games in. 37, 38. And he's playing pretty much all of them. So, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he's asked to come off every time. Fuck knows. But I just don't understand how he's not playing every minute of every game. I wouldn't mind if it was every now and again he takes him off, give him a breather. But it seems like every single game he's taking him off. And we're playing with Billy Mitchell and Saville and Honeyman. And then he takes Wes Harding off for Kramer. And it was once Wes Harding came off, and when Denor came off, that everything started to unravel. That's where we had no outlets whatsoever. We were done. Like, we had a Marku, but that was it. Aziz comes off 10, 15 minutes later. And Ivanovic comes off. Coburn and Connolly come on. Connolly I don't really have a problem with. And Ivanovic, to be fair, looking at him, looked shattered. But I think it starts with the fact... I think it starts with bringing Billy Mitchell on for Honeyman. Taking a winger off for a central midfielder. We got Baker Boyty, AJ Matthews, Zach Sturge, Zach Lovelace, Bangura Williams. 5 youngsters that are on the fringes of the first team. Bangura Williams, who I'd say is probably the player that's the most like SA, in my opinion. Technically, currently, I think he's better. SA might have a little bit more potential, but currently, Bangura Williams is better than SA. Yet Bangura Williams can't start a fucking game, and now can't even get on the pitch. Jensen, Kramer, and Kandel. 3 players that when they first came in played really fucking well and have since been dropping off and dropping off and dropping off. Especially Kramer. I don't fucking know. I don't care. The fact it's taken this long for Wes Harding to get a game, and then when Kramer comes on, every single attack. 95% of attacks that Leeds had, they were down our left-hand side every time. I noticed it with Watford. I noticed it with Bristol City. I noticed it with Palace. Although Kramer didn't play. They're going down our left-hand side every fucking time. Every time. Even games against fucking... Even when we was playing against Luton. I didn't get to watch much of that game. I had a game to referee. And although I didn't watch much of it, what I did see was left-hand side, left-hand side, left-hand side. And it's the same thing. When Harding was on the pitch against Leeds in the first place, and in the FA Cup game, and today, the only two times I've seen Harding play, it was a mixture. It was like they'd come down our left, but then they'd come down our right. And in actual fact, when Harding was on the pitch, they were down our right-hand side a bit more. Down our left. Sorry. I've just realised I've said this the complete wrong way round. Their left. They always play down their left when Kramer's on the pitch, down our right-hand side. But their left-hand side, and then their right-hand side. And they mixed and matched. But as soon as Harding come off today, straight, every single fucking time. Left, right. It's on the left side of the pitch every fucking time. Going down their left. Manor Solomon and Junior Firpo constantly had the fucking ball. That's why you can see in the player ratings there. That's why you can see that Firpo and Solomon have green ratings and Bogle and James don't. Because they didn't see as much of the ball. And Joe Bryan did well, and the market did well defensively. Aziz did alright defensively. But they weren't really in the game that much. Bogle and James. They had a couple of spells in the first half, and then for the first 15 minutes. And then Amarku comes off. Not Amarku. Harding comes off. Kramer comes on. And every tack is down the left-hand side. Solomon, Firpo, Rothwell and Aronson having a fucking field day. And I just don't get what more Harding has to do. I think it's unfair on Cooper. The own goal was a Jensen own goal. I think it should be a Jensen own goal. Joe Bryan had a decent game again today. I thought Saville, Denor, Billy Mitchell had okay games. Kundal wasn't necessarily bad, but didn't really offer anything. Aziz, Ivanovic, Marku, again, I think our team should always be, week in, week out, the same back five you see there. Denor and Kundal as the two number 8s or number 6s or whatever, with Aziz, Bangura Williams, Amarku, and Ivanovic. It's 11 of our best players, best performing players, not just best in terms of ability, quantity, quality, you know. It's who's performed the best this season. Yeah, that team has never been fielded once. Bangura Williams can't get a start. And now, can't even get on the pitch. Baker Boyte we haven't even seen. He hasn't played a minute for us. Zach Sturridge only played because Joe Bryan got injured in a game a couple of weeks ago, which I thought he did alright in. I think it was a Palace game. No, I'm not entirely sure. But Zach Sturridge looked okay. Jay Matthews got pretty much got injured in his first under-21s game, so yet to hear from him since. Baker Boyte, fuck knows what's going on with him. Not seeing him at all. Like, if I look at those are the substitutions that were made, but what I want to do is look at the players that were on the bench. Ryan Wintle, Bangura Williams, Zach Sturridge and George Evans. No Baker Boyte. Zach Lovelace, oh, he's injured. Okay, well, that makes sense. That's fair enough. And Negley, also injured. And no offence to Negley so far. I do like the look of him. I do really like the look of him. But I just feel that, Aziz has been better. He's performed better this season because we've not seen much of Negley. I just feel like we are our own worst enemy at times. This wasn't a case of Leeds being good. It was us being equally bad. Just too many wrong decisions. We shoot ourselves in the foot, whether it's through players on the pitch or the staff off the pitch. Alex Neil doesn't help himself with some of the substitutions he makes. But then when he does give chances to players, they don't help themselves and don't go above and beyond expectations. In fact, they're underperforming. Again, I think today was more of a free hit. I think today was a game that we can just put behind us. We're playing top of the league away from home. As a mid-table side, you've got to expect defeat. Especially when Leeds have been so dominant this season, although look at their last two games. But it's at Ellen Road. We're not a West Brom. So, let's take this one on the chin on to Stoke on Saturday. That'll be where I think he should play the same team again as he played tonight. Maybe, depending on how Honeyman is, maybe start on Marku and Aziz. And Bangura Williams would be my midfield three. I do think you play Saville and Denora again, though. I don't mind that. And I do think Harding should based on what I saw tonight, Harding should be starting every fucking game. It's no offence to Kramer, and I don't think Kramer's a bad player. I really don't. I think Kramer is a good player. I think he's quality. He's just not a fucking right back. Nor can he play right back. I said this on the stream. He's too tall, too slow, and too gangly to be playing as a fullback. Wes Harding is another centre-back that plays that position at fullback, but he's shorter, stockier, and faster. He has the strength, the pace, and the power to play as a fullback. A defensive fullback, like Joe Bryan will bomb up the wing, as will Harding, but I think Harding's better as a defensive fullback. But he's better than Kramer. Kramer should be a third choice centre back. Cooper or Tanganga gets injured or picks up a knock or something. Kramer straight in there. Could do a job, fill the shoes, and won't look out of place. But a right back, he's being hung out to dry. Honeyman playing as a winger, Kunda was a 10, is not working. It isn't. Donora's a 10, doesn't work, isn't working. What does work is a Marku playing on the left and Aziz on the right. And I think Bangura Williams should be in that 10. If you go back to the Portsmouth game and you watch, if you look at Portsmouth's run of form before tonight, let me just quickly have a look. They just lost to Plymouth. Before tonight, I don't know if it was before the Leeds game or if it was after the Leeds game, Portsmouth run of form was either at home or it was just in general. I think it was at home. Was one loss in 11 games or 12 games, and that was to us. And if you go back and look at the way we scored, lovely intricate passing down our right hand side, and Bangura Williams slots in a nice lovely passing behind for Ivanovic to run onto and dink over the keeper. We have yet to see a pass like that from any of our other midfielders. The last time I remember seeing a pass like that was Esse passing it in the 1-1 draw with Derby. It was Esse's through ball to Ivanovic that got Ivanovic's first ever goal in Millwall colours or in English football. Ivanovic's first goal for us was a slide rule pass in behind the defence that Ivanovic could do what he wanted with. And he was cool, calm, collected, just took it round him, tapped in. Once again, goal against Portsmouth, a slide rule pass this time for Bangor Williams. And rather than going round the keeper, which he could have done, he had the cool, calm collectiveness and the composure to just dink it over him. And that's what we're missing in this team. Which is exactly what Marku brings. And Bangor Williams brings. And Aziz can bring. Runs in behind. Ivanovic runs in behind. Bangor Williams playing it through to the front three. It's so, like, if you think about it, it's so fucking obvious. Like, it's staring at us in the face. Bangor Williams in the 10, drop Candle deeper, and play Amarku and Aziz. Two. I'll say it. They're the only wingers we have at the club, bar Negley. But he's injured. We're desperately missing Ryan Leonard and McNamara. Who, when do they come back? They don't come back until Liam Roberts is suspended for 4 more games, so he won't be back. Roberts won't be back until, so miss Stoke, Sunderland, Portsmouth, Sheffield United. So he won't be back till the 12th of April when we play Middlesbrough at home. Callum Scanlon, I don't know what's happening with him. I'm pretty sure he's gone back to Liverpool. Oh, I don't know. The fact that we brought in Sturge makes me believe he might have done. Lovelace is out for the season. Negley's back. McNamara, Langstaff and Leonard should all be back by the end of the month, beginning of April. It says late March on my screen. Zach Lovelace says he's out until mid-July, so Zach Lovelace is out for the season. Hopefully he comes back for pre-season so that, you know, we can see him back in the team again. He's our youngest ever footballer, our youngest ever player. It was a shame that, what's it called? It was a shame that he left in the first place, although I wouldn't have blamed him. It wasn't, I don't hold it against him. I think it's really his fault. And after results today, still 13 points clear. Derby play Plymouth. What a game that's going to be. But with Stoke winning, and with Oxford winning, you do think that that's it. Oh no, Oxford lost. 97th minute. I know, they got the red card in the 97th. It was a coming home goal in the 76th. So they scored 2 goals in 3 minutes. But you think that's it? 13 points above playoffs. We can kiss playoffs goodbye, I guess. Alright, Atletico Madrid 1, Real Madrid 0. In the, I'm going to watch that. Let's watch that. I do just think that we are our own worst enemy. Too many times we shoot ourselves in the foot. Too many times we are making wrong decisions. And too many times we just don't look like a team that could do anything. It's a shame. It's unfortunate that, you know, our hands are being dealt by suspensions and injuries. We don't have a recognised right back at the club, or fit recognised right back at the club. We don't have um, um, a winger at the club. We have a Marco and Aziz, and that's it. Negley's injured. It's not as if we can really do much in terms of rotations. But for Stoke, I want to see Jensen, Bryan, Cooper, Tanganga, Harding, Donor and Saville. I think it's okay. I've already told you the team that I would prefer and I think should be the starting 11. But I think Saville played alright tonight and owned his place. And I want to see Aziz, Bangura Williams, although it'll probably be Kundal. But I want to see Aziz, Bangura Williams and Marku with Ivanovic up front. And that's it from me. I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday, so there might be another watch along for the Stoke game. And hopefully, this time at 3 o'clock or 2:30, we are in a good mood. Well, that's that done. Let's get this shite off the screen. Now, let's watch the Atletico game, shall we? How do I change the name of my stream? Why would you have a free kick on the edge of the box? Oh, over the top. Yeah, this part of the watch along is going to be a little bit less professional. It's just going to be me watching the game and telling you what's going on. My stream froze. That's half time. Just showing a replay of Alvarez's block shot by whoever number 8 is. Vinicius missed the pen as well. Yeah, that's definitely a front three with Griezmann, Simeone, and Alvarez. Well, look, I said it. I'll say it again. If you think you're going to do anything against Leeds, if you're a team in the bottom half of the table, know your place. Do you know what I mean? I hope I'm uploading the right video. Should be. It better fucking be. Brahim Diaz, and it's a Real Madrid corner. Ooh, I'm not entirely sure, you know. I think it is a goal kick. I think it just does come, pops up off the top of his laces. Corner comes in, touchdown, Camavinga! And Atletico get it away. All Black has the ball in his hands. Mbappe doing some defensive job. Cross comes in towards the back. Brahim Diaz touches it down, but it's poor touch. Doesn't get it down, it bounces. Cross comes in, deflected. No idea why Rudiger's there. Vasquez back to Diaz. Valverde, sorry. Shot. No, Bellingham fakes a shot. Goes to Diaz. Now Lucas Vasquez. Blocks behind for a corner. All I want to see is a pen shootout. Corner comes in. Header by Rudiger. Asensio. Atletico coming forward. Lovely ball inside. Lovely ball. Great tackle by Camavinga. Great defending. Camavinga played it off of, I think that was Marcos Llorente there, yeah. Great defending from Camavinga. What a game. And yet again, Real Madrid come forward. Bellingham, lovely turn inside. Back out to the outside. Cross comes in, but there's no one there. Real Madrid looks like tired. They look exhausted. Samuel Lino. Just inside Real Madrid's half. Goes inside. Is that the ball? No, Llorente. Tries to go forward. Camavinga brings it forward for Real. Stops, goes back. And now the ball finds its way to Brahim Diaz. Tried to go forward. Dispossessed by Lino. Aspilicueta, sorry. Ball put out of play from Lucas Vazquez. Bellingham handballs it out of play. Oh. Medina did well. Pass was a little bit under hit. With Vinicius chasing you, that's not something you want. Yeah. Commentators just talking about the atmosphere. Don't know what's happened there. The linesman gave the throw in Atletico's way, and the referee's overruled him and gone giving it Real Madrid's way. Is that Fran Garcia? I don't know. I've never seen him play for Real. I know he plays for Real. I know he's contracted to Real, but I've never seen him actually on the pitch for them. That's a foul. Referee will bring that back. Yeah, foul from Azpilicueta late on Bellingham. Mbappe in behind. Jimenez knocks it out for a corner. Yeah, Mbappe tried to cut inside, and Jimenez did well to knock out a play. Corner comes in. Header towards Real Madrid fans want a pen, but Atletico bring the ball forward. and Correa's bundled to the floor, and Lucas Vazquez isn't happy, and he'll get himself a yellow card. And Llorente gets a yellow card, as does Vazquez. Has the feels of a derby, this. They wanted the penalty. It's not a pen, no. Correa wins the ball fair. And then, look, Vazquez knocks over Correa. And Endrick comes on for Vinny. I would have thought Vinny would have taken a pen. Only 5 minutes left. Yeah, Endrick being brought on with 5 minutes to go after 115 minutes being played isn't exactly what you want to see, do you? Your legs are tired. You know, you're absolutely shattered. You could fall to the floor at any moment. You know, seeing someone like Endrick come on who hasn't played a minute. And let's see, have it wide right. Cross comes in, smashed away. Out for an Atleti throw just inside there. No, it's not a throw. It's just brought down by Jimenez. Now Azpilicueta goes forward to Lino, who's just bundled into the back of by Vazquez. Vazquez got to be careful here. Just received a yellow and then bundles straight through the back of him. You'd think another one of those would mean he's off, so he's got to be very careful. Another foul. And Asensio, the centre back, not the Villa winger, gives away a foul. 3 minutes to go. Alvarez will take it, I think, and we'll just launch it into the box. Whips it in. It's headed away. Out to the edge of the box. And Llorente's shot. And it's a goal kick. Atletico players with a foul. Ball got swung in. It was headed away by a Real Madrid player. And Llorente's running onto it. Real Madrid, Hendricks just bumped into him. It's not a foul. Two minutes to go. Will there be a winner, or will it go to pens? Bellingham's ball is overhit. And Fran Garcia can't keep that in play, and it's out for an Athletic throw-in in the right back position. I've just knocked my mic over. Fuck. Sorry, that sounded great. Oh, good turn. Correa. Good tackle from Camavinga. And Courtois has the ball. Gives it to Rudiger. Goes into Camavinga. Who's that? Asensio. It's just down. He's got cramp, definitely. He's fucked. Camavinga plays it forward. Mbappe couldn't get past the Atletico players, and my stream has frozen. Atletico just smashes it forward. A minute to go, plus added on. I doubt there'll be any added on. Camavinga. I said, not Asensio, fucking Vasquez. Now Brahim Diaz back to Vasquez. Goes back to Asensio. Asensio into Camavinga. Goes wide to Garcia. And his pass goes out of play. Atletico throw it in the field. 30 seconds left. Have it with their right back. Molina. Don't know who that is. I can't see who that is. The commentator won't tell me. They're just commentating on the game about the game. Lino. First time pass inside. Alvarez will take on the defender. Asensio did well to... Oh, that's a poor pass from Vasquez, and Camavinga plays it out of play. And it's a throw-in. We're about to see how many times added on. There will be... I don't think there'll be any. Yeah, Atletico will send in a long throw, but I don't think there's any minutes added on. Here we go. Long throw from Azpilicueta. Headed away. And there's full time. Penalties it is, baby! I don't know why Kate Abdo, whatever, she's now married, so it's Kate Scott. Fuck knows why she tries to put on like an American accent. She's British, she's English. And it's froze again. There we go, we're back. And it's frozen again. And we're back. I love a good penalty shootout. Love a good penalty shootout. And then after this, I'm probably going to do my round of 16 quarterfinal predictions and round of 16 recap. Wow. Alright, doing the coin toss now. Alright, they're going down the right side. This side. This side. This side of the pitch. I don't know where the Real fans are. I think they're the other side. They're this side. I think they're this end. Rather than this end. Jujutsu Kaisen! I don't even know what this is from. Oh, fuck knows. Never watched it before. It's just shit I got for Christmas, I guess. Fuck knows. Or referees is talking to the keepers. Who's taking first? Real to take first. Mbappe will step up first. Mbappe scores. Slots it to the bottom right hand corner. All Black dives the other way. Very, very confident, calm penalty. Sorloth steps up first for Atletico. Scored a penalty at the weekend. So he's only taken 2 this season, scored them both. So Sorloth steps up. Whistle goes. Courtois is huge, isn't he? Does the exact same as Mbappe. Emphatic penalty, smashed into the bottom right hand corner. And again, Courtois dives the wrong way. Carbon copy of the Real pen. Who's this? Bellingham. Yep. Bellingham second. Push the ball down. Black on his line. Takes a step back. Referee's whistle goes. Long run up. Angled run up. And smashes it into the bottom right hand corner. And Black dives the wrong way. This might be how the penalty shootout ends. Just everyone going bottom right with the keeper diving to their right all the time. To the bottom left. Fuck knows. Who's this? Alvarez. This is Courtois' first ever penalty shootout in the Champions League. Alvarez steps up. Oh, he slipped as he took it. And it goes into the roof of the net. Yeah, he slipped as he took it, but it's a beautiful pen. Who's this now? This is Federico Valverde. There's something going on. So they're checking. Oh, VAR are checking if it was a double touch. No, I don't think he does. Oh, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah. So it won't count. Valverde scores into the bottom right. So Atletico are 3-2 down. Well, 3-1 down. Alvarez's penalty didn't count. So 3-1. And Correa will take. What a shame for Atletico. If that's the way they lose it, that would be a real shame. Correa scores. He put it bottom left, and Courtois got there. It hits his arm and goes into the side netting. Just couldn't keep it out. So close. It's just frozen. No fucking way. Don't you dare. Refresh. Stop it. Oh, Black saves. I didn't get to see it because my stream didn't refresh. It's frozen again. Fuck off. Alright, I see the penalty now. No, it's a poor pen. He's kicked it to the right, but it's not in the corner, and Oblak parries it away. I think fair play, because he has to score it though. But I feel bad for Eze with how close. Llorente's hit the bar. He's hit the bar. He tried to go top left hand corner and he's hit the underside of the bar and bounced that. Which means if Real score, it's done. It's sudden death. Rudiger's taken. Oh, he's hit the underside of the bar. That's so unfortunate. If this freezes one more time, I'm going to flip my desk. Rudiger. I would have thought Endrick would have taken one. Rudiger. Referee blows his whistle. Steps up. It's in! It's in! He hit it bottom left. He hit it bottom left. Oblak's parried it. It's bounced down and into the top part of the net. I thought he'd saved it. And you got to feel for Atletico because that second penalty not counting, that is unfortunate. He slipped as he took it, and it's the slightest of touches. Barely. You couldn't see. You couldn't say for certain. What a shame. But Real Madrid are through, which means that we have Arsenal, Dortmund, Villa, PSG, Inter, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern in the quarterfinals. We got some tasty ties.